The Art of Reinvention, Lee Min-ho's two-decade evolution. For more than 20 years, Lee Min-ho has occupied a rare space in Korean entertainment, instantly recognizable, globally admired, yet never static. From his early struggles to his rise as one of the defining faces of the Hallyu wave, Lee Min-ho's longevity is not the product of luck or a single iconic role. It is the result of continuous reinvention, a deliberate reshaping of his image, craft, and career choices in response to time, audience expectations, and personal growth. Beginnings marked by persistence, not glamour. Lee Min-ho's journey did not begin with overnight success. Early in his career, he faced setbacks that could have easily ended his ambitions, including injuries and years of audition rejections. These formative struggles shaped his professional mindset, teaching him patience, humility, and resilience long before fame arrived. Rather than rushing toward visibility, he focused on developing emotional range and screen presence, quietly preparing for opportunities that would later define him. The breakthrough that created a global star. The turning point came with Boys Over Flowers, 2009, a cultural phenomenon that propelled Lee Min-ho into pan-Asian stardom. His portrayal of Gu Junpyo was bold, charismatic, and emotionally volatile, perfectly suited to the heightened drama of the era. Yet what truly set him apart was his ability to humanize an otherwise extravagant character, revealing vulnerability beneath privilege. This role established Lee Min-ho as a global heartthrob, but it also presented a challenge: how to avoid being confined to a single archetype. Reinvention became essential, escaping the trap of typecasting. Rather than repeating the same romantic formula, Lee Min-ho intentionally diversified his roles. Projects like City Hunter and The Heir showed a shift toward more mature, conflicted characters. He embraced action, moral ambiguity, and emotional restraint, signaling a transition from youthful fantasy to grounded storytelling. Each role expanded his range, while subtly reshaping public perception. He remained aspirational, but no longer untouchable. His characters now carried responsibility, regret, and inner conflict, reflecting both his own maturation and that of his audience. Global reach, without losing cultural identity. As the Hallyu wave expanded, Lee Min-ho became one of its most recognizable ambassadors. His international fan base grew not just because of exposure, but because of consistency. He maintained a clear artistic identity while engaging in global projects, endorsements, and fan interactions. Importantly, he avoided overexposure. By pacing his appearances and choosing roles carefully, he preserved a sense of anticipation around each comeback. This restraint reinforced his brand as an actor who values quality over quantity. Post-military return and a recalibrated image. Lee Min-ho's return from military service marked another pivotal reinvention. With The King, Eternal Monarch, and later Pachinko, he stepped into more complex, layered narratives. Pachinko, in particular, represented a significant shift, an internationally acclaimed production that prioritized storytelling over star power. His performance reflected a quieter confidence, proving that he could command attention without relying on traditional leading man tropes. It was a statement of artistic maturity and global relevance. Reinvention as a philosophy, not a phase. What distinguishes Lee Min-ho's career is that reinvention is not reactive, it is intentional. He adapts without abandoning his core appeal. His evolution reflects an understanding that longevity in entertainment requires emotional intelligence, self-awareness, and the courage to change. Rather than chasing trends, he positions himself slightly ahead of them, allowing his work to grow alongside shifting cultural tastes. A legacy still in motion. 2 decades into his career, Lee Min-ho remains both familiar and evolving. He is no longer defined by a single role, genre, or era. Instead, his legacy lies in his ability to transition gracefully, from youth to maturity, from regional fame to global recognition, from idol to actor of substance. The art of reinvention is not about erasing the past, it is about building upon it. And in that sense, Lee Min-ho's journey stands as a masterclass in how to endure, adapt, and remain relevant in an industry that rarely forgives stagnation. His story is still unfolding, but one thing is clear: Reinvention is not just what Lee Min-ho does. It is who he has become.